And of course, we have on the line, and before I introduce him, I think he's supposed to be a pastor. But I'm going to tell you, listeners, some ideas are here coming from him. I'm sure you're going to agree. Say, this must be a madman. Must be a madman. He has a solution that probably will not cost us anything in terms of dealing with crime. I thought about it and I said, Vernon, look like you're joining the Madman League. Because I tell you, it seems as if I will have to agree with him. Well, you stay with us and listen to him, and I'd love to know what you think. Pastor Verol Dixon, am I giving you a right title, sir? Or should I call you evangelist?
Good morning, sir. Darby. I prefer evangelist.
Evangelist. My brother, and you are an evangelist in the Seventh-day Adventist Church?
Yes.
Okay, that's you have a specific church, or you just attend a few?
Well, evangelist for the Seventh-day Adventist Church means that I go right across the island to evangelize, but I'm the elder for evangelism at the Yorktown Seventh-day Adventist Church that is in Clarendon here.
And I'm quite aware, have all the singers, I don't know why, and you put plenty emphasis on eating right, and everybody know when you eat right, most times you will be all right. Now, murder. In 1960, I think we had about 63 murders.
Yeah.
Started to step up. 1980, I think we have almost over 800. Now it's gone to 1,400, 1,500. We are probably murdering more persons every year in this country, more than what is happening when you have war between two countries.
Yes.
And we've been spending probably millions of dollars. We have restorative justice. We have all kind of something. You've got the gun court, red and all these things. But it continues. The murder continues. And you are going to recommend something to the nation. Let's hope the Prime Minister is listening, the leader of the opposition. Let's hope that the whole of Jamaica is listening. We love to hear the gossip and the susu, so that's another matter. What are you suggesting, Mr. Verol Dixon?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning,
good morning,
my brother.
102.1 listeners.
Yes.
The recommendation is from...
I'm going to ask you to move a little away, your mouth from the phone.
Yes, is all right?
Yeah, much better.
Right. The recommendation is from some personal experiences that I have had over the years in ministry. And I have noticed that whenever we're doing a campaign somewhere, like we call it crusade campaign,
right,
that in that area, for that period of time, our crusades normally last for a month, 4 weeks. And in that area where the series is being held, there is little or no crime at all.
Really?
In that area, for that time. We have just finished a 4-week crusade with the president of the Central Jamaica Conference of the Adventist, Pastor LaVale Barrett, in Old Harbour, Socaba Pen in Old Harbour, that runs for 4 weeks. And there was no incident in that area.
So hold on. I was wondering, mine is fake news, because that wasn't reported in the news at all. You sure that is not fake news?
No, man, in the area where the crusade was.
Yes.
Yes, there was no incident in that area.
Really?
4 weeks, no. All the police can tell you that.
That sounds like breaking news, but I didn't hear that at all. That is interesting.
In that area where the crusade was, Socaba Pen area, right, there was no incident. We were there for 4 weeks every night.
4 weeks? Then hold on. You don't have security out there?
No, the only security we had on the ground was to direct traffic as to how to park.
Ah, really? Hold on, next thing. So the meet never mash up on office scatter on.
None of that.
Oh, I hear you.
In the series, some 152 persons were baptized. They gave their heart to the Lord.
Oh.
152 persons.
100 how much?
152.
So hold on. You are telling me that 152 people may have less to worry about it, or what they might pull a gun and kill somebody. That's what you're telling me, sir?
More or less, yes.
So you're not as mad as I thought.
No.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I have seen these budgets for Derby,
yes,
with these lump sum of monies going towards crime,
yes,
and crime reduction and all of that. And the crime still spiral.
Yes.
As a JP, I have had a lot of mediation between persons and persons. And what I have noticed is that in the series that we do, crusade that we do, we were down in East Kingston in 2006, 2007, somewhere.
Yes.
And I remember
Hold on, where's the East Kingston? You mean the rough trouble area there where they have the gangs?
Yes, man.
Oh.
But if I'm permitted to call the name of the district, but
Yes.
one of those areas that is troubled. And we remember going down there every night to do the crusade, and men would come to us and let us know that things will go down tonight, so we need to, when we are through. When we are through. And we would have talked to them and asked them not to go ahead with whatever they have planned, because that will affect the crusade that we're having. And would you believe me that there were men, one of them, the man, he asked me some questions, and he said, who will protect my family when I come into church and be a Christian? Who will protect my family?
Yes.
He was actually saying the gun is his protection.
Yes.
Trying to show him that the gun cannot protect you, because at some point you're going to sleep. You have to sleep. You were wired to sleep.
No, he's supposed to have a smart gun. Probably have a smart gun. You can't watch over him.
We don't have that one. I was saying to him that when you are asleep, who protects you?
Yes.
Only God can protect you, and you need to give up this gun and give your heart to the Lord and come into church. And we have a longer study. Time will not allow me to go into all of that inconsistency right now. But the long and short,
We might have to call you back again, because what you're saying here is breaking news. The University of the West Indies, UTech, and all those NCU. Have you done any studies to see the effect of religion on crime?
Well, I did religion at West Indies College.
No, I'm asking the university if they have done. I haven't seen any polls. I haven't seen any research. Probably have, but I haven't seen it. I'd love to see some research done on that.
Oh, okay. So what happens is that he arranged with us.
Yes.
For us to take in the gun to the police up there. So we had to call some head persons and arrange. And he gave us the gun. We took it in.
You're lucky they never lock you up, Don't forget, one minister got locked up already,
That was arrangement. So they knew up the whole thing. But we didn't want the man to be arrested, because the man wanted to give his life to the Lord.
Yes.
That's the best amnesty. That was the best amnesty that we had right back then.
Yes.
We arranged, and the pastor wouldn't come because he seemed like he was afraid, but the elder and myself, we got the gun to the police, and they recorded whatever they recorded. The man got baptized on the Sabbath, and by the Tuesday, all his cronies that he was afraid of were dead.
Well, no, man, this sounds like fake news, no, man.
Okay.
What you telling me? Anyway, let me tell you something,
If it's possible, so you can know that I'm not telling any false.
Yes, in East Kingston.
In East Kingston, yes.
Well, you'll be telling like a story, and you probably know is who. You used to keep in meetings right at Ajayat Lane? Yeah. And not used to happen now. And by the way, one of the gunman who became baptized, has his masters, and he's now a pastor in Florida. So, I know you talk about it.
All right. And he got baptized. And his cronies turned the guns on each other.
My God.
They were dead. He was in the church until he became an elder in the church.
What a thing.
All right. So that was 2007 down there. Mm-hmm. Not long ago, 2019, I was doing one in Clarendon here.
Yes.
And one night after I finished preaching, this was the last night of the crusade. And a man came in the vestry where the prayer band was praying for me. And he just roughly said, Pastor, I want to talk to you. And I was like, whoa, this man talk rough. I wonder what he want to know. So anyway,
good for you didn't come for.
I thought so. But I must have some courage. And after the prayer band came out, and I said, yes, sir, how may I help you? He said, I'm baptized tomorrow. And I said, yeah, man, that can be arranged. So I called the host pastor, and I said, can you take this man to the river tomorrow to have him baptized? The pastor said, yes, man, we can do that. Right away, the elder called me one side, and he said, that man said, I'm baptized. I said, yes. He said, if that man get baptized, all the crime down here finished, because him and the hero leader down here, so.
All
the bloodshed that is going on down here is cast through him.
My God.
The young man, he got baptized. And I have a nurse friend who worked at the hospital, and she let us know that since that series was around the corner there was no bloodshed coming in the hospital, in Mayfair Hospital, for that period of time. That was just before about a few months before the COVID thing came in.
Yes.
And that man is still in the church right now. No crime in that area since the tent moved from there. No crime in that area.
I believe that this is so. Many persons look at the church as is a religion. But I think what the church and all religions they tend to do is they believe in one thing, what is good, whether to put in your head, put it in your body, how you behave, what is good. And I will tell you, sir, You know what kind of religion you call this? The world was meant to be good. Everything is trying to be perfect. Now, if the church can become a serious agent of socialization, from them are picking it. When we go to school as a church, or everything, you hear me, I tell you, I'll do both a little church make a boy at church. I can't forget one day when this lady, she was my leader, and she came to church and she was preaching, but we did preach long, and me don't get me one left, I'll go back, I'll go get my lunch. And then we were talking at the back, oh Lord, that was very bad, but I didn't should have done that. And she said, can you hear me at the back? Somebody did, then point to the clock. And of course, we all found it funny. The poor man done our service immediately. But, the whole, like for example, even though, there are many things I can't do, because I was socialized, I was brought up in the church, I can't do it.
Right.
Now, we do know from experience what has happened in other countries where they move away from the church. Then Satan moving. When Satan moving, dog, nyam, you supper.
Break loose, yeah.
All right. So, you might have mad, but the truth, too bad at all. Probably the rest are we mad.
Well, so Darby, what I recognize is that these campaigns, they do cost. They do cost a lot of money to
yes.
run. And if the government, not saying that you're going to join certain state, but you can say, okay, I'm going to pump some money into this area, into evangelism, into the gospel.
No, that is trouble, That is trouble. Because guess what? I'm not going to route that all, master. I'm not going to route there. Because guess what? Let me tell you what now. For them put little money there. Take care much be the MP. And become, no, do it not the money, master. What they want to do is to provide, little support also. But guess what? Me are the MP, I'm a wicked, me a Satan's son. But because I assist, you know what? I have to go preach a ceremony too. No. And I'm going to say, well, I believe in the Lord, and because I believe in the Lord, make sure you vote for me at the next election.
No. It's nothing to do with politics.
No, I'll tell you, take my advice, stay far from them.
That is their agenda, but that's not our agenda.
Don't stay.
To bring the gospel to the...
I know, but take my humble advice, sir. You continue to make people contribute the money, not depend upon no government. One kid, if you have a project, you really can't fund a project. But when you have like a campaign, it depends upon them, sir. It depends upon them. Take my humble advice. I tell you from experience. I was involved in something.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, man. What I can help you if you have a project now to feed the poor or to help young people, evening school, fine. But when you have your thing there, you keep them out, you see. Anyhow, you continue, sir, because I hope everybody realize, and I wish you talk. When you talk, me think say you did mad, but now I realize, the rest are we mad.
I recognize that it works. And
yes.
I was again up in Upper Clarendon.
Right.
They were to K Valley End another year, and a man came to me one night crying.
Yes.
He went, that was a Thursday night, he said he went Monday to kill a young lady in Old Churius. The young lady robbed him and he was going to kill her. He really went to kill her. When she saw him, she ran. And, he still have it up in his mind that he was going to kill the girl.
Yeah, man.
The night when he heard the preaching and the gospel took hold of him, he said, Pastor, I'm not crying because I'm weak or I'm soft. I'm crying because what you said is true. And I recognize now that I have to throw in the towel here and give my life to the Lord. And he said to me that if I see that girl now, instead of wanting to kill her, I would want to marry her.
Yes, Lord have mercy, the human being. And let me tell you something,
At the gospel.
Just in case we don't want to understand, whether we like it or not, though some of us going like we're tough. We're an emotional being, we are a social being. And let me tell you something, we do all kind of hard policing and so on, which is necessary sometimes. But let me tell you something, when somebody appeals to your emotions and what have you, which is what some politicians are very good at. If many pastors were good at that, you see, you'd probably better listen. You have some politicians when them talking, master, right? They make you do anything. Don't forget the minister there in Montego Bay.
Right.
Make man all kill man.
Right.
So it is while I'm speaking anecdotally, it is quite clear to us that those who have the power, whether you think negative from God or not, the power to change one's belief, to change one's thinking, to socialize people, to become good citizens.
Yes.
It works.
Yes. Because everybody wants to be good. And not only that everybody wants to be good, Sir Darby, but there's a good side to everyone. It doesn't matter how bad a person is. But you see what I want to get.
So hold on, you tell me, sir, when me kill old people, you lock me up in a prison for murder. It's a good side to me. It's hard to believe.
He's a good guy. Because look at this. Look at
Yes,
the
yes.
man who killed those folks in Chapelton the other day. And I get to understand that he got baptized in prison. Right? No.
Hold on. What you mean? That is fact. Really?
That's what I heard.
You know that song, yeah? God moves in a mysterious way. God moves. I thought you were going to sing with me. In a mysterious way. God moves in a mysterious way. His wonders to perform. I thought you were going to sing with me. I don't believe you at all. You make me want to sing solo.
Doing here so loud. You're a lead singer.
No, man. I'm actually rejoicing.
But what I'm saying, sir,
Yes.
we would have liked to get to him before he gets into the prison.
Yes.
Get to him, change it, because if he could have gotten into prison and have that mindset and that change, he could have been changed before he even killed his cousins and those children. He could have, because he has been changed. So there's a good side to everybody.
Yes.
Planning to kill tonight. If he hears this now, he would just need to tap into the good side of himself.
But it's hard to believe, because there's so wicked people out there for me. So there's a good side to them. Hard.
There's a good side to every.
Yes.
We were doing Fires of Hope when the COVID came in.
Yes.
We had to go online. I did the first online program for the Central Jamaica Conference called Fires of Hope.
Right.
And there was this man who tapped in a text to the live stream.
Yes.
And he threatened to put some things on the live stream, which the communication director saw it before he did it and sent his number to me and asked me to call the man. I called the man. I said, "What is happening? Why do you want to destroy the program?" He said, "We're talking about God and this, and where's God when they raped his daughter?"
Oh, Lord, yes, it's hard.
He was just going on, and he
Yes.
was going to get back the person.
Yes,
He was going to, according to him, rape back the person and mutilate him and put it on the live stream one night when I was preaching.
Oh,
And he was trying to ask, "Where is God?" And I asked him, "Do you believe in God anyway?" He said, "Yes, he believes in God." I said, "Do you believe Jesus is the Son of God?" He said, "Yes." And that's all I wanted.
Yes,
I said, "If you believe that Jesus is the Son of God," and God could have allowed them to kill his son, spit on him, whip him, nail him, and kill him.
Yes.
And I said, where was God when they were doing all of that to his only son? And he calmed down. He said he never looked at it that way. And I said, "Is your daughter?" I'm not saying your daughter is not important.
Right.
But your daughter is like a sinful anybody. We're born in sin, shaped in iniquity.
Right.
He went through all of that. And God was there when all of that was happening to him.
I'm going to leave, after leaving about, guess what? You just pointed out something there, which I've said on this program before,
Yeah.
We're talking about, and that is needed repatriation and what went on during slavery and so on, and get back with the money. But guess what? Bakramasa has been wicked to us. But we have also been wicked to one another here. Don't forget when we throw all the baby them in a fire or in street fire. Don't forget the 100 ladies, old people, when you get burned up. Don't forget the 800 persons who lost their lives through political violence. Don't forget how we burn up people. Anybody apologize yet? Tell me.
That is right.
I am yet to hear any public apology from anybody about that. And let me tell you something, sir. There's a lot of bitterness. You hear about that man, the whole man was bitter? There's a lot of bitterness in this country. Nobody will apologize yet. We have not discussed it. We have put it aside. That bitterness, just like when there's a blood running in a family, that the bad blood are running in Jamaica same way.
Yeah.
May the good Lord help us, sir.
And I think what we need to do is to try to bring out the good side of in bad people.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you really teach me something. And the wicked people, I'm going to try to find a good side about them, sir.
Yes, good side.
I'm really touched by what you have said. And it will be recorded, and I'm going to send it to you, so you need to distribute it. Because this is a solid message. But guess what? This would never ever make breaking news, because it is bad news, which is good news for many of us.
Mercy. Just so sad, yeah?
Yeah, so sad. Mr. Verol Dixon, thank you very much. Well, you know that, don't be surprised if I call you and again, because you don't talk rubbish.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's always a pleasure to come on here, Rhythm 102.1 FM.
Guess what? No, me have to watch, because it sound like you want to take a big job, because me I tell you you sound official, so you stay there. Yes, you have a great voice there, but can tell. We need to talk about that, I can tell what can happen, my friend. Take care, Verol Dixon, JP, evangelist there in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. All the best, my brother.